Coming to the stage is a comedic group of entertainers who are known for their comedy sketches, rap, and live comedy shows, to name a few. They created original series, album, podcasts, and so much more over the last decade. Please welcome to the stage the funny men known as Dormtainment.
Thank you, guys. Thank you.
What
Thank
up?
you so much.
Thank you.
What up,
Thank
dog?
you.
You guys are OG,
Man.
legendary YouTubers. You guys sit on my personal Mount Rushmore of YouTubers.
Shit.
Oh, wow.
That's big.
Yeah,
Appreciate
Kim, De La Ghetto, Chanarangsu,
Yep.
Issa Rae. There's not 4 people, it's just 3. And Dormtainment.
Okay.
You guys
That's
are guys
beautiful.
that
Thank you.
I watched and loved when I worked at Boeing, and I was like, I can do it. I can be somebody.
I can do this before the beard. Before the beard, man.
I had slacks. I had my
Yeah.
shirt tucked in.
Oh, man.
I had hard bottoms.
Oh, man.
It was a long couple of days there.
That belt buckle was bent in the front, wasn't it? Right
Before
at
we
the-
get started, we always bring gifts to every podcast.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh,
too,
do
so
you?
We brought 2 shades. Now look,
Oh,
Rome said,
Now, Rome-
Rome said your face too wide.
I said your
for
face
him.
might be too
I
wide for our
believed in you.
shades.
But if they don't fit, you can give them to your wife.
Shady Side
He
up.
did. He did buy shades
they first came out.
for sure. So we had to bring you some more.
You think my face
For
too
you
wide
and-
for both glasses?
He
No,
said
I
that.
said for
I
no,
believe
I
in
said
you.
I wasn't sure about these.
These right now.
Yeah, because
But do you think the other ones will fit?
Yeah, I think so. I think, you know what, you've been in the gym, so you
I
know.
ain't been in a minute.
You and your wife can share them.
There we go.
Brought you one pair for
Why
your
am I
wife.
struggling?
Oh, there we go.
Okay,
There you
let's
go.
see.
Yeah.
Single me out, Cam.
Oh,
Is
yeah.
my face
Oh,
too
yeah. You
wide?
saw it. You
Oh,
saw it.
okay,
Yeah.
okay.
I look fashionable.
Okay. You just went to the
That's
60
it.
kind of
Come on.
You
I'm
just went
keeping
on.
them on.
Oh, come on,
Let's
man.
go.
Shady Side Up is a
Shady
business
Side
venture
Up.
between, is it Rome and Cam?
Roman Cam.
Roman
yeah.
Cam.
Yeah.
And we got special thing for your fans at the end, so y'all gotta stay through to listen if you wanna get that special thing. So
Stay through the listener, you
Yeah.
don't get that special
that's
thing.
that special thing.
All right, let's go all the way back to the beginning. First of all, tell us your individual names and where you're from.
I'm Emmanuel Richards. Some may know me as Manny Mayhem because
I hate that.
But yeah,
God,
it just
that
sounds like a
wrestling
bad
sounding-
wrestling name.
Or a bad URL
Here comes
rapper.
Manny Mayhem.
I hate it. I hate it.
Go
No
ahead.
one
Let
calls
you
him
get it
that.
out.
Let him
He
spit. Let him
started
spit.
this 2 months ago.
Let him
no
spit.
one
Go
calls
ahead.
him this.
Let him spit.
All
Do your
right,
thing.
He started this 2 months
Yeah.
ago. No one
This
called
Let
him
him
that.
spit.
I'm going to call you that.
this
man.
his family calls him Weedy.
And
And he go by Petey.
Stevie.
Y'all dickheads. Now I'm from D.C. area, I guess. I was born in D.C., raised in the DMV area. Y'all know what it is. So.
Okay.
All right, I am Stevie Jerome Green Jr., full government.
Stevie, huh?
Stevie G. I did not go by Rome, of course. I was born in Germany and I was raised in North Carolina.
Dad in the military?
Mom and dad were in the military.
That's how you been blacks be born in Germany.
Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah. The war babies. Oh yeah.
They needed some comfort though.
Oh yeah.
They had to do what they had to do, not man. And I am Cameron Miller. I'm from Miami.
From Miami, Dade County?
305.
Dade County. I was
Dade
born
County.
in Dade County.
So how did y'all meet and what college did y'all go to?
Cam usually has the easiest story for this.
All right. I met Chaz at birth.
Yeah, that's his brother. Yep, makes sense.
I met Mike in 6th grade.
Yep.
I met Rome and Emmanuel the first day of college.
Yeah.
First, and what
Yeah.
college was this?
Art Institute of Atlanta.
The prestigious art institute.
Prestigious
of
Art
Atlanta.
Institute. So was it literally the first day?
Yeah, literally
No,
first day.
like first hour.
Like
Was it like a
was
freshman orientation or
No,
something?
it was after my first class. So I sat next to this dude named Figs, and he was like, "You want to meet my friend?" I'm like, "All right." So we go downstairs, and his friend is sitting with Rome.
Yeah.
And I was like, "Oh, what's up?" I've been seeing. So here's the story with Rome. First time I came to the apartments, we driving in the parking lot. I see this dude with this big T and these shades on.
Huge T.
I'm talking about huge T. This is the era of big white
Like
T.
a fitted sheet.
I'm like, all right, that's the style, whatever. 2 months later, we moving into the dorms. I see the same dude, big T, shades on. I'm like,
Different
who
fitted
is
sheet.
this guy? Who is this guy?
He
So
was
then,
branding himself.
so then a week later, first day of school, I come down and I see him at the table. I'm like, all right, I got to meet him because he keep wearing these big T's and these shades. Who are you? Is Rome. Come to find out we were neighbors in the dorm.
Really?
Yeah.
And then
all of us.
across from him was Emmanuel's dorm.
Yep.
Yeah.
I
And
didn't
he
get
was
along with
roommates-
anybody in my dorm room, so.
And he was roommates with Tate
And I was
in his
roommates with
dorm.
Tate, yeah.
So it was like all meant to be.
Yeah.
Really?
It was, yeah.
We were all right across all.
How big were the dorms?
It was pretty big.
Oh,
actually.
yeah, those
It
were
was like a big jail cell.
Yeah, it
We
was
were
like
just kinda
it had
all down.
concrete floors.
Yeah,
a little
concrete floors.
Oh,
all that
really?
stuff.
Anyone
Yeah.
that lived in
Yeah, it was
Atlanta,
pretty-
Metro Point.
Yeah,
we stayed
Metro
at
Point is
Metro
what it
Point.
was
It was a
called.
bunch of colleges in there.
Yeah.
All the AUC, everybody.
Oh, was it? I was
Yeah.
going to ask, was it near the AUC?
It was
Yeah.
yeah. It was a mix of all the schools pretty much. Georgia
Yeah.
State, Georgia Tech, AUC.
Mhm.
Wow. Okay. So, did y'all what was it like when y'all were friends then? Were y'all just chopping it up? Did y'all think this was gonna be something, or y'all just like, man, I like him. I like him too. I like fitted sheets.
You gotta understand, we're all outcasts because
Yeah.
we went to art school.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So when we used to go to Georgia Tech, Georgia State, and just go
AUC.
party all over there. You know
They
what
knew.
I'm
They
saying?
thought we went to those schools.
Yeah.
We were.
Oh, they go to Morehouse dudes. I heard they doing skits now. I'm like,
And
Alright.
we didn't bother to correct them at all.
yeah, be like, yeah.
Yeah, you got it. Yeah.
What's up?
You got it. That's cool.
But yeah, man, like
Yeah.
we weren't with the we weren't Kappas or any of that. A lot of people think we were fraternity brothers.
Yeah.
Our school was 3 floors.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
three
it.
floors.
3
There was
floors.
no fraternities there.
Our school like a business building like this.
I think this is bigger than our school that we went to.
You walk in, you get your work done, you leave. That's it.
For
Ain't
me,
none
it
of
was
that plan.
one floor for each year I finished. There wasn't a top floor. Y'all. There wasn't a 4th floor.
So, what were you guys going to art school for individually?
I was going to initially I started off with graphic design and then I switched over to advertising.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and then I did audio production.
I started off in video game design. First day of class, I seen there was no girls in there. I said no. So I switched out
That's
of that.
what dictates a
And,
man's
yeah.
life right
Yeah,
there.
oh,
That's
no,
the
for
only
sure.
reason I
Ain't no
went to that
girls in it?
school. I went on
Yeah.
a visit, seen all these women. I'm like, oh yeah, this is where I'm going.
Yeah, yeah.
You
Then
come to class, you're like, oh no.
no, I can't do 4 years with them.
So
Yeah.
wait, is that why y'all were able to shoot, edit, and do all your own stuff? Because y'all, it seemed like y'all have all different art
Yeah.
skills.
Yeah.
Kinda.
So I switched to visual effects and motion graphics. So that's why I learned all the editing and all the motion graphic stuff. So he did audio. He went for audio. He went for marketing, right? Or advertising.
Advertising.
Yeah, so
So-
that's kind of
Wow, it makes
Worked
so much
out.
more sense
Yeah.
now that y'all were going to art school. You're like, I know how to do this. You do this.
Exactly.
Oh, so many people for years thought like, man, whoever their team is really doing what they got to do, man.
Or sometimes, man, their team is trash. They got the tripod in the
tripod.
shot.
Oh yeah, it was that was early days. Lights in the shot.
You were the
tripod.
director, so you was trash.
I was trash. I was trash.
So is it true that before you all started Dormtainment, you tried to have a non-profit party and promotions business?
Yes.
Yeah.
No, it was
What-
there was
two different
two
things.
different
Oh,
Yeah,
things.
it was a non-profit. Oh,
And-
and,
and
a
party
party
promotion.
promotion. I thought it
That
was
would've
a
been
non-profit
crazy.
party
A
Oh,
promotion.
yeah.
non-profit
Hey, that's
party.
that's
No, no, no.
We
interesting. That's
twerking. We
stupid.
twerking for kids, y'all. We twerking for kids.
Whatever we
y'all.
got to do, y'all.
Whatever we got to do.
So
So
tell me about the non-profit and then the party
Yeah.
promotions thing.
So what happened? We started volunteering at the children's shelter every
Yeah.
Friday for like 2 years, and we just fell in love with all these kids. So we was like, we need to do something for kids. Let's start our own nonprofit. So we went to the SBA. The black lady in there was so happy to see me and the man. We were like, oh, some black boys in here. I'm gonna help y'all.
And I'm not talking about like just regular black woman. I'm talking about dashiki,
Yeah.
Afrocentric,
Yeah.
ready to go to war when she
Yeah.
saw us walking the
She
building.
Only
said her
perfume she
husband
got
is
is
a prince
incense.
in Africa.
Yeah, that's
So
what she
she
got
told
saying.
her.
My husband's a prince in Africa. Y'all gonna make it. Like, yeah,
So
like,
she was like,
okay.
what y'all want to do? We like a nonprofit. She's like, a non-profit. I'm really going to help y'all. But then she said, but the one thing you got to know is to start a nonprofit, you need profit.
Yeah.
It was like, oh,
Yeah,
that
yeah,
makes
yeah,
sense.
right.
Yeah.
You do.
So we'll come back. We'll circle back around.
So
I had to ask. SBA free though.
So that's how we got into party promotion.
Yeah.
I'll let one of y'all do
Yeah.
it.
What kind of parties were y'all throwing? Y'all throwing
So here's the thing. All right.
Parties?
So
You
one
said parties.
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 So in this we manifested this because we were gonna throw a party at our dorm one time, and we passed out so many flyers that they ended up shutting it down before it even started because they were like too many people talking about it. So that
I
instilled.
prepped my dorm room for many days.
Oh,
before
yeah.
that. I'm talking about so we had these dorms where it's like 4 bedrooms and 1 living room area type. So it was spacious. But I took all the furniture out of my room
Ready to go.
because I was gonna have a boom boom room.
Yeah.
I called it the boom room. I had a little light set up in there,
You really
couch,
did.
everything. We passed out flyers for days.
Yeah.
As soon as the day of the party, there's a note on my door saying, "Y'all cannot throw a party."
Oh man.
But that motivated. We was like, oh, we for sure can be party promoters because everybody was coming to our party. So we was like, man, we about to run it back the real way. We going to a club. So we found this club off of Buford Highway.
Club Chardon.
Club Chandon.
I still got the flyer.
Yeah, we
to
still
this day.
got
If I
the
knew we was
flyer.
gonna talk about it, I would have brought it.
So I'm talking about we put the model on the front that's not gonna be there.
Yeah.
Really?
We going around the city. We passing out flyers. We putting them on the. I'm talking about doing work around the city. We like, oh, this party finna be jumping.
We should have knew better when we come back the next morning. Our flyers are just all on the ground.
Yeah.
just like,
And so
okay.
basically, the long story short is, we threw a party. About 7 people showed up and 6 of them was us.
Yeah.
So that was pretty much.
There was so many things.
There's so many
man.
things
we
going
had-
wrong.
The security we hired was hood.
Yeah. Came and beat us.
Hood, really, came and beat us.
And beaters?
And beaters.
Yeah.
And by the end of the night,
Yeah.
guess who's dancing the most?
Y'all?
The security.
The security.
The security!
Yeah, they was in their party.
Tell them who was
They
taking
in
the
there-
money.
Oh yeah, we had our pregnant homegirl taking the money.
Yeah,
There's
and I'm
no-
talking about like 10 months.
There's no
pregnant.
reason she should have been there. The baby probably had sound damage.
She was overdue. As he
Yeah.
said, 10 months.
Yeah,
Not 9
she
months,
was
10 months.
overdue. We also, at the time, our name was the Black Executives because we just took that name and didn't realize that somebody in Atlanta already had that name.
Really?
And they approached us about it. So
Some guys from Georgia State. at the
Yeah,
time.
yeah.
We
So-
thought they was coming to party.
yeah,
but
they was like, come and let us know this it for y'all.
What's funny is it wasn't even them. It was just another club promoter came up to us and was like, "Oh, what's your name?" The Black Executives. Oh, one of our homeboys has that name. We looked at him and said, "All right." That was the end of that. The party sucked. So I mean,
Yeah. That was
we
pretty
had a good
much-
time.
Yeah. So that was our party promotion. Then we said, you know what? Me and Emmanuel went down to my dad's house in Georgia. We ended up filming this little skit and then put it on Facebook. And then people started liking it. I mean, no, they didn't have a like button back then, so that was they just started commenting, and they were like, "Oh man, this is funny." So then we were like, "Oh, let's just keep."
I was like,
keep
bring
it
that
going.
camera back. This is funny.
Keep it going, and then we just started putting stuff on Facebook before we decided to go to YouTube.
So what made y'all go from Facebook to YouTube?
I think that was the point where we said, "Let's make a business."
business,
out of
yeah,
it.
that's what it was.
You know,
yeah.
we were
y'all
like-
went right to the business.
Yeah, because we were hungry.
Well, we had already failed 2 times before.
Yeah.
So
Exactly.
it was. I think
So
it was
not
the right
only were
time.
we thinking about feeding these kids in the nonprofit, we thinking about ourselves.
Yeah.
And
We
before
need to
we
eat.
got there, me and Rome were video vixens. We was
They
in-
were
yeah,
video
we were-
vixens
we
for a
were
while.
We
video
was in the
vixens.
Usher R. Kelly video. We was in
Yeah.
the Sierra video.
Where y'all
yeah.
really was?
Yeah.
Same girl
Deadass.
video.
Same girl video. We in that video.
We in the Sierra video.
Y'all was in there dancing?
No, we
No.
was like in the background. You can see my arm and shoulder. You see Cam walk in.
We were dancing in the party like a rock
Yeah,
star.
party like a
video.
rockstar
If you
video.
seen
That was all of
of
it.
us
If you
was
go to
in
that
there.
video and pull it up and see the dudes with the painted faces, that's us.
Like
Yeah,
the
at
kiss-
end of the video.
kiss
face.
And that was
Yeah.
a big song at the time, and we ended up getting casted as a group in there, and
They take us to the hood to
They
shoot
took us
that
to- It was
too.
in Bowen Home.
And I remember because we had our face paintings, everybody thought we were the
Shop
shop
Boys.
boys.
Yeah.
So they're like, "Oh, shop boys, we'll give you haircuts for free." We're like, "Oh, okay."
All right.
Y'all took the free shop boys?
Absolutely.
Absolutely, we did. Shop boys didn't know nothing about it till now.
They still waiting on their haircut.
I love how y'all didn't think twice.
No.
Shop boys, y'all want a haircut?
Yeah.
We was in college.
We was in college. Yeah.
Yeah,
Shop
give
boys.
Give me
We
that
the shop
haircut.
boys.
Absolutely.
We have the shop boy, Emmanuel shop, Rome shop.
I'm talking about the amount of business cards we collected that day is incredible. Shop boys, take my thing. I'm doing my thing.
Yeah, I
And I'm
appreciate
like,
it.
all right,
Yeah, we'll
okay.
hit you up.
Yeah.
Shop Boy's like, man, we ain't getting no business after this.
Right.
Y'all took the black executive's name. Y'all was the
Oh,
shop
yeah.
boys for a weekend. Y'all
We,
just
we went
stealing
through
names.
it. That was like, you
We
know what,
was
Dormtainment
ambitious.
works. It was,
So how did y'all come up with the name Dormtainment? Is it just dorm and entertainment?
Yeah.
Cam's genius.
Yeah.
Cam's
I had
genius.
a thing just putting 2 words together, and I was like,
Yeah.
Dormtainment.
Like we in
Yeah.
dorms.
Because the
we
other names
entertained.
were No Curfew, that was Mike's, and then
Yeah, we
one
kept
was,
talking about that sound like a porn.
yeah, it sounded like a porn site,
Yeah,
like
yeah.
No Curfew. Then the other one was what, Dorm Sweep. When
Yeah,
you was
Dorm
you was trying to do
Sweepstakes.
something else.
Yeah, I wanted to do like something dumb. It was whatever it was. It was dumb. But yeah, but it became
Yeah,
that. We all
Dormtainment.
sat down. I remember we were sitting we all met up at our spot in where is it? Where was it?
Lindbergh.
Lindbergh.
Lindbergh,
We're which was
Buckhead.
Midtown,
Buckhead
area.
Buckhead is not Atlanta.
It was back then.
It was back then.
back then.
Back then, it was Atlanta for us.
By the amount of shootings out here that's going on in that mall,
That's Atlanta.
that's Atlanta. But yeah, once we got together and all decided, yo, let's make a business out of this. Let's try to, see where we could go with this.
Yeah.
And it was just like, okay, let's try these skits.
The funny thing, Rome wasn't in it when we first started.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where was you?
I was there.
I
but
fought
just-
for him.
Oh.
I fought for him. I like, hey man, we need to have Rome in this group.
Or you was just around and they make
Yeah.
videos.
No.
Rome
Rome was
I
a
was
part
there.
of. You want to talk about dumbass names? This assholes, disciples.
Oh
of the
yeah,
asshole.
disciples,
That's
assholes. It
that's
was
the
another.
name of his
it was
group.
a whole
that he
nother
was-
thing.
That's a whole
What
nother-
it- that- But that's a whole nother.
That's a whole.
That's a whole nother.
No,
thing.
explain.
I can't even explain it, to be honest. That's what it is. It's a whole nother thing.
So,
to be honest with you.
We was meeting one. I was like, we need Rome. Rome was just, the chemistry was too
Yeah.
good. He was funny. So what we did was walk across the street where he lived from us, and we went to his house, knocked on the door.
We
Said,
had a
hey,
proposal and everything.
you want to be in the group? He like, yeah, man. He was excited. He was like,
I was Johnny Gill.
I just want to stay with y'all.
I was Johnny
Johnny
Gill,
Gill.
man.
It was
I
Johnny
was like, yeah,
Gill.
appreciate it, man.
Hey, Ron, you want to be in?
Yeah, I appreciate you, dog.
He
Thank
lived
you.
across the street. Well, I could have called you.
You could have called. You definitely could have called me.
So were y'all families like excited for y'all? Like, did it affect your
Excited.
college?
Excited. Broke
Yeah,
doing
man.
videos. I don't know if they excited about that.
Parents don't understand the internet, especially back
You
then.
gotta think, at that time, you barely understanding YouTube. Like,
Right.
Yeah,
that's just a
yeah,
new
yeah.
thing coming up. Our parents were like, go to school. Stop playing around. Stop playing around is the thing to say. Y'all stop playing.
Like I am in school, but I'm gonna
Yeah.
keep playing around.
Right.
Yeah, because we didn't even know what it was.
Yeah.
I mean, we were still trying to figure it out. YouTube was fairly new, and so there was no networks at the time.
There's
There
no
was
IG yet. No,
yeah.
Twitter was.
Twitter
was around.
Twitter
I think
just
it just started.
Yeah, just got
started.
around.
But this is
so.
before you could post video on all those.
Oh,
things.
yeah.
way before.
Yeah.
Wait, how are y'all posting videos on Facebook?
Facebook was the
upload.
only
Facebook was
one
the only
that
one that
had
had-
video upload
Just
at that
upload,
time.
yeah.
Thing. Yeah.
I don't remember Facebook having native video back then.
Yeah,
Oh,
they,
yeah.
they had
Oh,
it
yeah.
for
They owe you a stack.
I missed out on the whole thing. So in the beginning, how did y'all decide to post a skit every Sunday at 7 p.m.?
That
think-
became.
Oh, go
Okay,
ahead.
you remember?
No, I was just saying. I think it's because we was just fans of watching shows every week. So we was like, let's do this like a TV show. Like people tune in every week. When it don't air, you mad. So like, let's do it like that. And we like, what day? We like Sunday. Like what time?
7.
All right. And then it just caught on.
We did at the time look
Yeah.
at other people when they were dropping skits. It wasn't as consistent for everybody, but everybody was dropping skits at certain days or something like
certain
that.
days,
And we were
yeah.
like,
We're going to
yo,
take Sunday.
let's take Sunday and let's just do it.
How long did y'all do a skit every Sunday at 7 p.m.?
3 years.
Like 3-4
3
years.
years. 3-4 years.
Yeah. I don't think people understand how hard that is.
Oh,
To
I'm
come
talking
up
about
with a new-
sometimes we wouldn't have a skit until Saturday afternoon.
Really?
Yeah.
Edits getting done last minute.
Yeah. I'm talking about as soon as 7 p.m. Sunday hit.
It was one skit, the Twitter Boys. If anyone remember that, me and Mike stood up 24 hours.
Me and you.
Oh, me and you?
Yeah, it was
24
me and you.
hours in my room. I remember that.
Yep.
Just editing that. That was
Wow. I was actually always curious. How did y'all come up with the opening, the TV scratch and the baby sound? The
Man, I love that. I love that.
I think that
opening.
was Mike. I think
Yeah,
that
I
was
feel
Mike.
Yeah, Mike was starting to DJ at the time.
Okay.
He was just getting into like trying to do music and stuff, and I think he had a bunch of different, sounds that comes with preset sounds. And he was kind of messing with it, and I think he just put it in there. And we were like, "That's kind of dope."
Like the baby was random, but
Yeah.
the TV made sense. So that was
Yeah.
our logo.
Yeah.
But the baby, when we heard it, like that's kind of fun.
Kinda
and it
worked.
felt
Something
good.
Timberland did. Like, man, how the baby sound?
Just leave the baby in there.
Everybody like babies.
Yeah, everybody like, baby. Draw the crowd in.
So I read in the article y'all identified not as YouTubers but as entertainers. What was the
And
importance of
male.
that distinction?
I mean, at the time, I felt like we felt that YouTubers at the time,
Had a bad stigma.
yeah, they wasn't getting respect like that. And we didn't go into it thinking about being YouTubers. We went into it thinking about
Just a
being
platform.
creators and having a platform and
like
doing
business
movies
more,
and
more
yeah,
so
yeah,
as a
TV
business,
and stuff
yeah.
like that. So I don't even know if YouTubers was a term at that. I think somebody just threw that term on. So
I
it's
think
just
once
like,
we got
yeah.
out here, like you start to understand, especially in Hollywood. Once we moved from Atlanta to LA, there was kind of a stigma on YouTubers, like
Yep.
looking down on us and like, oh yeah. So you kind of, I guess we just started saying, hey, we're not just YouTubers,
Yeah.
Right.
We're overall entertainers because we have a live show, we do different things. So That's where that came from. But I mean, at the end of the
But now
day, we
kids-
proud to
yeah.
be YouTubers.
Oh, for
I
sure.
mean, proud.
YouTube has-
it created
yeah.
so many careers for
Yeah,
all
yeah.
of us. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? So
yeah,
I can
yeah.
not claim that.
Now my
as
little
well.
brother wants to be a YouTuber.
Yeah,
Not an
that's crazy.
entertainer.
Yeah.
They say
a
that that's the
YouTuber.
number one job in elementary, middle school.
Yeah.
People,
Wow.
not even more than professional athletes,
Yeah, yeah.
anything else, that kids want to be YouTubers
Yep.
or TikTokers or whatever.
Yeah.
So how did y'all come up with the skits? What was the creative process to come up with the sketches? Was it the same every time?
For a while.
living our life.
Nah.
Honestly,
Yeah,
like
but-
most of
living
the
our
skits are based off something that happened in our lives.
Like we had a skit called I Think I Love You, and that happened because the day, well, like maybe a week prior, I came to them and I was confused because I was hanging with this girl and we were chilling, and this may be like our third or fourth time hanging out, and we making out, and she leans over and whispers in my ear, and she's like, "I think I love you." No. We changed I Think I Love You. She said, I know what she said. She said, "You're the only person I want to be with." And I completely ignored it. And I went on and continued doing what I'm doing. So then I got home and she said, "Hey, did you hear what I said?"
Like, how did you ignore it? Like, were
Like,
you like,
oh, I
I
just-
gotta
I
go
just
get these
started
eggs?
kissing
You start kissing, making, just
Oh,
kind of
okay,
get
okay,
back
yeah,
into
yeah.
it. And I came home and she said it again. And that's when I came in and I said, "Hey, man, I don't know how to respond to this." And then we came up with this skit, "I Think I Love You." Because they was going to do, they was like, "No, let's do You Don't Want to Be With." I was like, "I don't want to do it like that. Let's just change it. Let's flip
think I
it
love
to, well, now she knows. So, but so let's flip it.
and living in the living room was because
Yeah.
I was living in the living room. I was upset.
Yeah.
I used to give them a curfew. I'm like, hey, after 10, nobody come out their room. I need some one-on-one time to myself to think before I go to bed, like something.
So you really was living in the living room?
Yeah,
Yeah,
when we
yeah.
first
Yeah,
moved
yeah.
out here, we had a 3-bedroom apartment. I was
Yeah.
like,
Took
I'll
that
just take the living
sacrifice,
room,
Man, living in the living room is one of my favorite.
I love that skit.
That
So many people
montage,
Yeah.
when he just
That's not even a skit. That's like a little movie.
Oh,
That's everything that would be happening.
yeah,
So
yeah.
And Kev, your face, just the deadpan with the
Oh, my
blinking.
God.
And it was the choreography because we had what it was is inside of Emmanuel's room. It was like a balcony, so when I come out, I would have to run off screen, jump over the balcony, come back through the living room
man.
door, and then we had people just going from direction.
That's a big thing about us too. It's like when you ask what the skit ideas and stuff, like we were obviously inspired by a lot of movies and TV
Yeah,
and all that,
yeah.
and we were always looking at what makes this interesting, like whether it's camera angles or just like movement, like us doing choreography to just be different. Now, I mean, like you go on TikTok and these different things, you
Yeah.
see everybody doing some type of choreography, but back then it was like, how could we take? I watched a lot of Simpsons, especially while I was in college. I binge watched bunch of TV shows, and what I didn't see is like people using that type of comedy, whether it be like Modern Family, all these type of things, and applying it to like black comedy. You know what I'm saying? I didn't see a lot of black comedy doing that. Like,
Yeah.
And so even like a lot of stuff, the characters that we develop, even like my thing was Jerome Hansen, and I love doing news reports
my
on
favorite
people.
character.
And I was just taking that based on the news that was going on at the time, or
Yeah.
just little, just moments in.
You got it from Catch the Predator. That's all
Catch a
you-
Predator is the main thing came from Chris Hansen.
Yeah,
I went
yeah.
by Jerome Hansen. So, but it's just it was all organic. It
And
was
then
all
we
pretty
just used our reach. Like we needed rain for a skit one time, and we was like, all right, well, we don't have a Hollywood production, so we went to Target, bought like cases of water, and slowly poked holes in all the top of the water. And me, Mike, and I think somebody else stood on top and just squeezed the water bottle so they would come down. And,
Oh, my God.
and look like rain.
Y'all was doing practical effects.
trying.
Yeah, got to.
Everything.
Wow.
Got to.
Talk to us about the time when KevOnStage reached out to you to have dinner.
That's not on there. That's not on there.
No, it's on there. When y'all first moved to LA,
Oh.
he reached out to have dinner for his wife to cook, and then nobody.
Kev, we
let
talked
her
about
do it.
this on our
No,
I
podcast.
don't talk about
We
it every
cleared
time
it
I
up.
see
I'll
y'all.
cleared
I'll
it
say
up.
it
Every
again.
time I see y'all,
I'll-
I would talk about
I'll
it.
say it again.
I don't know who to
I was living in the living room. I would have gladly came over there for dinner.
Yeah, we would like we.
I didn't see that.
I
email.
blame Mike.
It's Mike.
He's not here.
I'm not gonna blame nobody.
No, let's blame somebody.
Okay, Cam. But I will say this: we were all in the living room.
Okay.
We would have weekly meetings.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay,
yeah.
or daily meeting. We
Yeah,
have
yeah.
our daily meeting.
This was 2013.
2013.
Yeah.
Mike comes into the living room and says, "Hey y'all, we got an email from some dude that wants to cook for us." And
So
I
we
remember
all
looking
looked-
at him and being like,
We working, man. What we talking about?
okay. Some niggas
Clearly said my wife was gonna cook.
This is how Mike.
This is how he framed it.
He just said, "Hey, some nigga want to cook for us." Let's get back to work. What are we talking? And so it wasn't until much later. You know that was KevOnStage. So I was like, it was. Why ain't you?
How we
say
supposed to know that?
I don't know. I'm just not used to dudes cooking pancakes.
Yeah.
Hey, I would've came and
But
got
now
them
we can come over and we
pancakes.
can order some food.
now-
We can order some food.
No.
We will rectify this wrong once and for all. Full dinner at my house.
We need to have a dinner and just live stream it.
live
We
stream
should
the
live
Dormtainment
dinner at
Forgotten dinner. We're coming up on the 10-year anniversary of
Yeah,
For real.
10-year anniversary.
10-year anniversary of the
2023.
Forgotten.
Do you still have
That's
that
amazing.
email? That'd be fun.
I
We do
looked
it on
for it
that
for
day.
like 2 hours after I did y'all podcast, but I don't know what email I sent
Yeah,
it from.
That's
yeah.
hilarious.
You know, because that was 2013. That was eons ago
Yeah,
when
yeah,
it
yeah.
comes to email.
Yeah.
So you guys are also known as much for your skits as your music. Y'all just dropped a thanks, dog.
Yeah,
Oh,
thank
yeah.
you,
Thank you,
dog.
dog.
Thank you,
Yeah.
dog.
Thank you, dog.
Thank you, dog. But were you guys did you always know you would do music as a part of your brand?
Did we?
you
I mean,
started in music.
I went to school for music, but I didn't know if it was gonna be a part of the brand. But I think we all just love music, so it's like we naturally just singing stuff around
Like,
the
what
house.
was the first thing we recorded?
First, like song.
Oh, purple stuff.
Oh yeah, that was the.
The Dave Chappelle we sampled.
But
the
that
Dave
wasn't. Yeah,
Chappelle
he
thing.
talking about like song that we
kinda
like.
Just made a
Oh.
beat,
Like
but what
that we-
song that we made
Yeah.
together?
Well, we had the mixtape. We're
Oh,
not
with rappers. That might
but
have been
we
like
rap.
so. It's one of
Okay.
those songs. Yeah. So
One
we
of
had a
them.
mixtape called "We're Rappers," but I mean we're not rappers, but we rap. And so we had that mixtape, but then we had our Broken Famous 1 album, then Broken Famous 2. Then we just did Room Noise album, not a couple years ago, and you know,
I was on
your
Room-
songs
I was
on-
on Room
oh, yeah.
Noise.
But to answer your question, I
Yeah.
think the first song that probably took off for us was Washing Machine.
Yeah, probably Washing
Yeah,
Machine.
Washing
okay.
Machine.
Yeah. We did a
that-
song called Washing Machine. And I mean, we just all love hip hop. So
Yeah.
we, you know, we were just like, yo, why can't we add this to the repertoire? We all love Dave Chappelle. That's like the person that inspired us. But it was like, okay, what else can we do? And music
Yeah.
is it for sure.
They said,
Okay. So how did Straight Outta Dunwoody come about?
Oh man, straight
What
up.
year did we move there?
So that
What
we
year?
moved there
2011?
2011, I believe. So funny thing is, it came out of a bad situation. This is why you always look up. You move forward. Me and Mike at the time got evicted. Mike was my roommate.
This was the house we went to get him into Dormtainment.
Yeah,
You know,
so the
that
house they went to
apartment,
get
yeah.
me in, that house got me out.
Pretty much.
We got
When
evicted.
he says house, he means apartment.
Yeah, apartment. Yeah, got evicted, and then I think they were already going to move anyway, so found a place in Dunwoody. Then we get to Dunwoody, and Dunwoody is like a whole nother land of just nice white people, man. It was just
honestly, it was a lot of Indians.
and Indians, white
lot of
people, like
Indians.
Really?
yeah. And then I think we were just like, man, everybody's just so nice. You know, they asked, you need to borrow some tools, you need to do it, whatever.
Dang.
We need to make a song about Dunwoody, but in the Compton form about being nice. And then it kind of just Tay made the beat, and then
Got on the news. The mayors.
The
we
first
had the
thing we
mayors.
did the next morning, I remember Mike was in his room. I was like, "Hey," he asked me, "Hey, you think the mayor heard or the people in the city heard about this?" I called the mayor's office. I was like, "Hey, I'm just curious. We have a song called Straight Outta Dunwoody." The lady says, "Yes, we heard it." That's exactly how she says it. Yes, we heard it. I was like, yes. He was like, does the mayor know about it? He heard it. And I was like, all right, appreciate it. She was like, mm-hmm.
But
Right.
it's funny what's the order of events that all that happened in, because that was right after we had started up our new channel. Because that was
yeah,
right
'cause
after
the first one got
got deleted after
Tell
2 years.
us what happened. I forgot about that.
Basically, you know, YouTube at that time, we didn't have no protection because, you know, we didn't have like a record label to
The
protect
MCNs
us.
weren't around.
Yeah,
we were still like,
I was just out here
yeah.
unprotected.
Yeah, we was out there raw on
Unprotected,
YouTube.
oh, yeah, raw
raw
on
on YouTube. And what happened was, you know, we using a lot of copyright music, all this other type of stuff, and so you get flags at the time back then. You just get flagged for this and flagged for that.
Yep.
We didn't know a certain amount of flags you get taken down. So one day we uploaded a prank call to Chuck E. Cheese, which was hilarious because it was about Mike being a Jamaican looking for his white daughter in Chuck E. Cheese, and it was
She's
hilarious.
white.
And it was funny. So the YouTube, they take it says your YouTube's been terminated, and you know how like when you open the fridge and you close it and you open it back up to see if you got some more there. We closed the laptop like, all right, we just tripping. Everybody, open that back up. Like, nah, it was gone. So at that time we might have had like 80,000.
200 videos.
Yeah, 200 videos.
Oh my God!
Almost like some of the videos were creeping to 1 million. It was like 500, 600,000. Wiped. Everything wiped.
Oh,
It was so
80,000 back then was
huge.
that's
yeah.
like 400,000.
Oh,
And
yeah.
I was
a blessing in
working.
disguise.
I was working at Vitamin Shop at the time, and I would walk home. And I remember walking in that day like it was a goddamn
With them
movie
copper
scene.
pants.
With the copper pants. I wore the same pants to Vitamin Shop every day, and to the point where they were turning copper. Like when black pants get that penny shine to it. Literally, my boss had pulled me over to the side and said, "Manuel, can I speak to you?" Younger black lady. She came up. She was like, "We gonna have to do something about these pants." She said this to me. We gonna have to do
That's
something
when you
about
know
these
it's
pants.
bad. Terrible. We gonna do something about these pants.
And this is, I believe, like the same day before. So I walk into the house
Yeah, it's
after
just
a
sad
hard
in there.
day's work. I see all them sitting around,
Just sad in there.
just sad as hell. I'm like, yo, what's going on? They're like, our YouTube channel got deleted. I had to go to the window and just look out.
And let me tell you how it was a blessing in disguise.
That's what I want to know.
Yeah.
So before this happened, we was reaching out to like all the agencies in LA trying to get a manager, trying to get an agent. We was emailing all these people, no response. So this happens. We decide 2 days later, let's just start over.
Yeah, you gotta
We start over. All our fans start coming back. So it looked like this channel is blowing up because all these
So it's like
people
60,000 in
uploading
like
Damn,
a
shit.
day.
but
or
when
two.
we got kicked off too, there was a bunch of fans that put video
Yeah,
out
they
saying
put
bring
video out.
Dormtainment
Yeah.
back
Oh,
and all
really?
this. Yeah,
So it's 'cause
and that
of
was
them,
crazy
yeah.
to us because it was at that time you still don't understand what it all meant. You don't
Yeah,
understand
yeah.
subscribers. Like, okay, does that mean actual people
Yeah.
watching? us?
Right.
And then we just saw this influx of people just showing us love. So.
But while we were doing that, we got a fan said, I have a cousin that work at YouTube. So we like, cool. So we get in contact with her. She's trying to help us out. She I got a low position, but I can try to see what I can do. We like, bet. She came back. She was like, it's been some false flagging. It's maybe some things we may be able to get it back. We like, yes. So then, a couple days go by. We don't hear nothing. We email her, nothing. Hit her up again, nothing. We like, what's going on? So her cousin, the fan, hit us, said, my cousin got killed in a car accident.
Yeah.
We was like, what?
Crazy.
And then she was pregnant. We was like, what?
Oh my God.
it was
We
crazy.
like, is this a
moment.
sign from God that we ain't supposed to be doing
Yeah, we
this?
know
Really
it shook us up. We was
It
like,
shook us
man.
up, but we was like, nah, we gotta keep going. Kept going. Everybody came back. The manager, we got a manager after that. Reached
Yeah.
out. Agency started
Because
reaching
Straight Outta
out.
Dunwoody. So the one Straight Outta Dunwoody came out, it went semi-viral in the first couple of days, like 200, 300,000 views, and that was the first time we had one go like viral that quickly. And so of course everybody sees it, and then it got on the NBC Today show, and that was what made it bigger, and so
it still didn't get a million.
It still didn't
we
get a
never
million.
had that video that's go a million right overnight.
What did we get? We were on the Fox Atlanta.
yeah, Fox Atlanta News.
But straight out of Dunwoody.
But the reason why Straight Outta Dunwoody is probably catalyst to even everything that happened in LA is because after that video came out on NBC Today show, I remember I'm sitting at work at my call center job, not working, but looking at Dormtainment email because I'm excited because we got stuff going on. And I see a thing go across, and it was like Comedy Central, New York, hello, something. I clicked that so fast. Boom. Hey, this is so-and-so from Comedy Central, New York. We would love for you guys to come to New York and talk to us. Immediately, I'm like, Mom, pick out your car. We out here. We made, because we so green in the game. We like, you get an email. I'm like, oh, bet. We gonna get up there. They're gonna give us a show. It's gonna be, we out of here. I told the guys, everybody was excited, and then they flew us out to New York. And this is also a lesson about being prepared in the business because we didn't know at the time. But we thinking like we get up there, They meet us, they love, and they like, all right, we got this type of show idea for you.
Mm-hmm.
Not the other way around that we supposed to come in with the idea. We get up there and they was like, yeah, so I'm talking, we throwing jokes, we making laugh, we killing it. Then they hit us with the question. They was like, so yeah, what type of show would you guys like?
A television show.
Y'all don't give us that?
Yeah, we
Y'all
like,
don't
all
tell
right,
us what to do?
Cool. So we like it's gonna be like a sketch, but like reality.
They'll say words you don't even understand at this point. Remember, we just said, God, they said, oh, yeah, what type of pitch you got? Pitch? What's a pitch?
Yeah.
Y'all had a pitcher? What
like baseball.
Yeah. So when we left there, we left with the air sucked out of us. We was like, yeah, that went downhill real quick. Because they did this. They said, it's okay, guys. You can come back. Like, it's all good. We like, oh God. This is it. We're never going to make it.
And once they said, yeah, this is just a little intro meeting, we were like, intro meeting? You know how much I spent to fly?
Intro meeting.
We had to fly.
Yeah.
That's why a lot of stuff
we
hit
flew
us
out.
at
Not
once.
they flew us out. We flew
figured
out
that they weren't going to pay for flights. We figured out that we stayed in, what hotel we stayed in?
It wasn't days. It was just days.
Yeah, I think it was just days. In New York, if you were in New York, I think it was off the Times Square.
Yeah.
But it was the cheapest hotel. This is one of those hotel rooms you open up the front window, it's just brick wall.
Yeah, brick.
When we got to our hotel room, the floor was slanted.
The
Like,
floor was slanted?
We put our luggage and it just slid down. We were like, all right.
There's an apple under the bed I just found. My Chaz had to sleep. Shout out to our manager. At the time, our manager, Shannon Amos, a great person.
Yeah.
She's the daughter of John Amos.
Yeah.
And Chaz is sleeping in the same bed as her. But I'm sleeping in the same bed as this man. We all just heard, all right. Ain't nobody getting sleep before this meeting. We just, all right.
Guys, what we're trying to tell you is don't do comedy. That's what we're trying to tell you.
Stay out the business.
Stay out the business. No, but if you really want it, these are just the things you got to do. But it motivated us because on the way back, as soon as we got back, we immediately started thinking about a show. I'm talking about immediately.
Y'all wasn't gonna let it happen twice.
Oh, no.
And that's where the whole hashtag getting them boys a show came.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah. We wasn't playing no more.
I bet the flight there and the flight home was two different flights.
Oh yeah.
Oh, look, the flight going back home.
It's like when you lose a Super Bowl or you lose a game in high school and the coach get on the bus. I don't want to hear no talking on the way back. Everybody's on the bus.
We was
Like
on
the Duke team this past.
You like,
Oh yeah.
I don't drink or eat.
Yeah. It was rough. We needed that though because without that, I don't know if we would have came up with the concepts that we.
I'll tell you what, on that flight though, I had the best seat if you need to go to the bathroom because I was right next to the bathroom.
They put us in the back of the
I was
plane.
right there.
So talk to me about when y'all moved from Atlanta to LA. What was the genesis for that move, and do you think it was worth it?
It was funny. It all happened randomly. I feel like not randomly, but we made a decision to move. But then a series of events led to that.
I think the main reason all our representation was out here.
Yeah.
So we kept having to come out here for meetings and all that. We was like, we wasting time doing all these flights because when they want to meet, we can't. We got to set up a whole thing because we got to travel. So we like, let's just move.
And if it had been during pandemic time, we'd have been good.
Right.
Zoom all day. You know what I'm saying?
That's crazy. We used to have to fly to LA just to talk to somebody.
Yeah, that
It
is
was on
crazy.
all the
and
way
Skype.
back.
Yeah. Skype.
Man.
But I like at the time, I know moving to LA kind of was a dream a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I think like many creators, they want to move to LA. They think it's the big lights and all that.
Yep.
But a show that we were in love with was Entourage.
Yeah.
I love that show.
Yeah.
Entourage was just like
Yeah.
the dream, because we were also a group. And it was kind of like, we see the Turtles and all these guys, and it was like, yo, we could, to be friends and somewhere be successful and live that life, it kind of becomes that fantasy, that dream for me.
Yeah.
And I think that was a little bit in our heads as well.
for sure.
They took a little time to, I think a couple of us were ready to make that move
Yeah, I was
before.
definitely ready.
No, y'all went somewhere, and
No.
I remember coming back and be like,
No, because I had went to
now I'm
LA
ready.
the year before. I was ready.
Yes, that's right.
Yeah,
that's right. You did,
that's right.
I know. Basically, I was the last one that had a job, and then me and him went to Bahamas for Christmas to visit my family. And then we was there, and we was like, I told Ron, like, it's that time. I'm gonna quit. Let's go. And then that was January 1st.
And here's the thing,
then
we didn't know
we
how.
moved in March.
But we didn't even know how, because we didn't have necessarily the money to move. Yeah. So, but this is why I knew it was
pick up everything.
It was all God because he was about to quit, but then our manager, she knew Tracy Edmonds.
All Right TV.
And All Right TV. At the
That,
time,
y'all moved on the same dime that we moved.
did it?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I used that All Right TV.
That licensing. That licensing.
Man, let me tell
She
you.
license y'all clips?
No,
Or
I'll
are
tell
you creating
y'all-
new?
I'm gonna tell you a lesson I learned.
Okay.
From y'all.
Okay.
Tracy Edmonds, bless her heart.
Yeah,
love
bless
her.
her, yeah.
Bless her, yes.
She's
She's
the
great.
reason my family could move to LA.
Mm-hmm.
She said, "Hey, we want to give you. I don't remember. I think it might have been 15 episodes or something like that, and gave us $50,000." And she was like, "Y'all could license us your old stuff, or you can make new stuff." And I was like, "License? No way. We're gonna make new stuff. We're gonna blow
Lord.
Dormtainment out. We're gonna blow Issa Rae out." When I tell y'all licensed her stuff and just said, "Here's these videos that we already did," and moved to LA, and Issa took her money and made the choir,
Right.
and we gave her. And then in our deal, and I don't know if y'all got the same deal. This is the lesson I learned about not signing the first contract because we didn't even redline one thing. They were like, "Here," we were like, "Kevin, Fredericks,
Let's get it.
move me now." So in our deal, we couldn't make any more videos like that on our Playmakers page.
Oh.
So it effectively killed the Playmakers page. And even if we could, we didn't have the ability to do 2 videos at once. We got family and children.
Yeah, right.
And y'all licensed them videos and was like, "All right, and now we're making this." I was like,
So
they still got the money.
our
They still got the money.
our deal was different. It was she just wanted 20 videos from us, 1,000 apiece. So that was this 20,000 this licensing. But then
Yeah.
it was a separate deal for us to write the chef
We
show.
did.
that
We did a cooking
with
show
her.
for her that she wanted.
So-
Y'all got 2 deals.
It probably came out. It came out to the same
About
amount.
the
as your
same
whole
amount.
one
It
deal,
came out.
probably.
It came out, bro.
But the thing with the licensing, me and Mike had so much work to do in there because we had to take out all the cursing.
Yeah.
Because remember, it was
Oh,
like
that- it was
Yeah, it was
Christian
Christian
It was
faith-based,
faith
yeah.
friendly.
it was
Yeah.
family friendly. So after doing all that work, I don't know if it was working. Because I was like,
Yeah, I
man,
remember that.
I started getting mad. Like, why we curse so much, man?
We gotta change our ways, man.
Like, y'all need
We
to.
gotta change our
We gotta
ways.
change-
we gotta get back
You know what
to
I
the we gotta get back to the church.
You know what I did? I said, all right, man. If we gonna be on All Right TV, we need to change.
It's enough.
Look at this.
But shout out to Tracy Edmonds.
No, I mean, yeah,
She
because
gonna be in the speech.
played
Yeah,
a big-
she was
she played a
the
big
reason
part.
we can't. Yeah,
I mean,
Yeah.
thought y'all Comedy Central moment was our moment. When they were like, "We're gonna do it."
Yeah.
And I quit Boeing in my mind, right?
Yeah, that's it.
I had 2
Yeah.
more months left, and I was like, "Y'all niggas don't know about no Hello, Babyface, what? She got her own
We
network." And $50,000 at that time was like,
Money.
I mean, it was
money.
like.
And YouTube was so news. You like, oh, we about to blow. It's about
Well,
to
that's
be.
the thing.
Yeah.
We gonna kill it. The next 50 got to be
Exactly,
coming.
right.
Nah,
not
They
me.
also
You still looking for that 50?
Yeah.
I tell you, they'll give it to you once.
Yeah.
Give
Cam
it to you
gonna
one time.
Cam gonna be on the couch another year. That's how much.
It wasn't even a couch. It was a futon.
Yeah,
it was a futon.
Yeah, he was.
I had to get something to fold out to a bed.
Yeah, he was in there like a sandwich.
During the day, it was a living room. At night, it was my room.
Oh man.
Yeah, lay hooks
How
up.
did you get the living room? What was the process?
What it was? All right. So the first 2 apartments we had, I always had the master bedroom because my
You
name was on the
sacrificed.
lease. So I was like, hey,
sacrificed.
You had the good
if
credit?
I'm using my credit,
Yeah.
I'm getting the master bedroom.
Absolutely.
But when we moved out there, I was like, you know what? It was Tay. I like Tay. You know, he stayed with his parents, and then he stayed in the living room sometimes when he stayed with us. I'm like, you can have the room. I'll just stay in the living. I
good
know
man
this.
right
This
there.
temporary. It's temporary. This ain't gonna be permanent.
2 years. 2
So,
years.
The worst time to take the living room.
No, but then it's funny because then we moved to our next house after that apartment, and then I was like, you know what, guys, I'm gonna be the sacrifice this time, and my room ain't had no walls.
We had to build his room.
Yeah, we had to build it.
I stayed in like a dining room,
Converted into a bedroom.
and we had one of our. So we met somebody and who was a realtor. Her dad, she was like, yeah, my dad can build walls. We was like, you think he can come build a wall in our house?
He built that thing.
And he built that thing. He gave me a
One-man
room.
show.
Y'all
Yeah.
didn't go to the city and get a permit?
Absolutely not.
Nah, hell no.
The landlord didn't know. The landlord came in town one day. You like, y'all built a room? I'm like, what?
Don't you remember we took Shot Boy's haircuts? Why would we go to?
Let me tell you, when the owner of the house comes, you know, sometimes he would come
Yeah.
come check when he in town. that walk through the house would be so quick. Boy.
Oh yeah.
I'd be like, okay, come on. Yeah, what that little thing back here? Don't look at the walls.
And then when we moved from that house, we had to call him back. Hey, can you knock down the wall you built? And he can't, and he knocked it down. I was like, this man, that's a old working black man right
You know
there.
the irony? That dude, he works for Will Smith. Not to bring that up. Yeah, he was like, I work at the Smith house. On their land, I do all the construction around there. I was like, you do? He was like, yeah.
He was good. He was a good dude. He was a good dude.
He made my room.
He made my room.
Shout out to Randy. I think
And
his
he
name
made our table that we use.
Oh, yeah.
He should be making stuff.
Oh yeah,
just
no,
making
yeah.
stuff.
So take me back to the moment when you guys actually got your show. 6 guys, 1 car
Oh,
with
yeah.
Comedy Central. Was there a we made it feeling that y'all felt?
I know exactly when that feeling was, but go ahead. What you about to say?
For me, it was mixed, to be honest with
Yeah.
you, because
Mixed?
I wasn't. We weren't sure that this was gonna be. This was the first time they were wanting to do something digital.
Oh, that's
It
right.
wasn't going to TV.
Yeah,
You know
yeah.
what I'm saying? So it felt like, okay,
My bad to cut you off. The reason we had mixed feelings was because the MTV deal we got first.
okay,
yeah, we ain't
that
talking
was the
about
first
that.
thing that
Oh,
happened.
Yeah, what you
So we
said?
got an
Yeah,
MTV deal, and
That's right before
it
we
was-
moved.
It was green. They were like, let's do it.
Yeah.
We got the contract. They said they want all of our digital ownership of our digital.
They pretty much won everything.
so it was
we
like,
do.
we're going to give you a TV show, but take all your own everything. We was like,
If we would have did that, we would not be here right now.
Man.
they would have took our name. They would have had our name.
They
They would
would've
have
owned
had
the damn Dormtainment.
everything.
and that came down to
everything.
last. Like we
It
had
was like,
lawyers
nah, man.
involved.
So y'all
we
said
had
no.
Everything.
Yeah, they
yeah,
said
yeah,
no.
yeah.
Can't give you that.
Nah,
like,
Nah, man.
I did.
Wasn't working.
They say JoJo. They said the same thing. We want everything. Take it, Kevin. Frederick.
Yeah, but see, that's cool. But then they put you up for an episode and cancel it, and
Well,
then
that's what happened. So what
Ain't no
happened is
shit, so.
Isaiah was growing, probably like y'all second channel was growing. I mean, anything we put up was crazy. And they was like, okay, stop, because we want to use that to build awesomeness, which it did. And then what happened was a year or two later, people start doing like y'all. They had their own channels, and they were like, well, now we need people who have their own channels and with us. And I was like, but y'all said no. They were like, we did, huh?
We did.
how it
And that
go.
was the end
That's
of
it.
that.
Yeah.
So the fact that y'all still said no and you could have used the bread,
Yeah, we
it's
definitely
why
could
you're
use the bread.
still
Yeah.
making it
Yeah,
now.
man. I mean,
Because I would have been.
Where's
Mr.
Put my
TV
name
at?
on the line, but
it just didn't
but-
feel right. It just didn't feel
But
right.
getting that show, I think once again for the creators out there, we learned a few things. We learned how writers' room worked.
Yeah.
Because that was our first time really doing that, like in a legit writer's room. Then we were so used to doing everything ourselves that when we would be on set filming, like when we would cut, we would get ready to get up like we was about to move stuff. And they were like, all right, well, y'all just go to the back and sit down. We like, y'all sure y'all need me? Y'all need
Yeah,
no
yeah.
help?
We were literally like our first. I remember Mike had called our director on the 6 Guys 1 Car, and he said, and Mike just asked him innocently, "Hey man, you need us to bring anything? Cause we got tripods or whatever you need." Like that's how we
yeah,
was just
yeah.
like, yo, we
want to help.
We from ground up. we used to getting it from the gutter. Like if we all gotta put a goddamn crane on our shoulder,
Yeah.
Right.
let's do it. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
This man ends up calling Comedy Central and saying, "Can you tell these guys stop asking me for stuff?" Like literally, they call us. Hey, can you just like leave?
We like, oh,
y'all
okay.
don't need to bring anything.
Leave that man
Like,
alone.
all right, whatever, man.
we learned the like entertainment lingo, like in so we wrote the scripts, and in there when they didn't like a joke, they would be like, they would be reading it and they giggle a little bit, and then we get to the end, they'd be like, okay, well here's a few notes. All right, on page 3 line,
This joke here.
yeah, it lands a little soft for me.
Yeah, soft.
It lands soft. Could we find an alt for that?
yeah. That was
That
their
was the
lingo.
word.
And we'd
alt.
be, and we'd be
find
looking
an
like,
alt for
okay, okay, yeah, sure, yeah.
All right, we
Man,
found
just tell
out.
me you don't like the joke.
No. Can we get an alt?
Yeah, all right, cool.
We use that for like right after we would go, yo, let me get an alt for
Yeah,
that.
let me get a- yeah,
Anytime
let me get a-
one of us starts saying jokes,
let me
we're like, let me get an alt for that. That was
Let me get an alt.
alt.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I made Stand Alone. I hated that show.
Really?
Hated it because it wasn't us.
When you
It
look
wasn't-
back on it, yes, it
because
wasn't us.
So
yeah.
much was changed in the writers' room. The
Yeah.
person they brought in to be our showrunner, who was a respected name, but
Well, that was
caught
on
him-
season
That was
two.
season
That's
two,
season
yeah.
2.
Okay,
What was
well,
the name?
we caught.
we
never
might
dropped
tell
that.
you. We might tell you
We'll
off
tell
air.
you off
I have
air.
a feeling he knows.
We'll tell you
who
off
it
air,
is.
but-
Tell me.
Yeah,
His
for
pen
sure.
game is great.
Your pen game
but
great,
we caught
yeah.
him at the wrong point in his life.
Yeah.
I believe he was
Yeah,
very
angry.
depressed and going through some stuff. and
And remember, we young black guys
Right.
coming up, and he's a vet, and
he wasn't, and it just changed. It just wasn't us. Like I haven't watched it since it dropped.
Yeah, I
like
really-
I don't.
Not really. I don't
wanna
go back
watch
and
it.
really
I don't
watch.
really go back and watch it.
I may watch. I said 10 years, so
Nah.
it's been 10 years.
But
Has it been?
granted,
It's
but
been 10
granted,
years,
it was the highest digital thing on Comedy Central.
Oh, of course.
It was,
You guys were on
it was the
fire.
highest digital thing on Comedy Central, and what's even funnier is, had we worked well with that particular writer, we probably would have went straight to TV. But the pilot that he wrote,
You need an alt?
it needed,
You
we
needed
yeah,
the
we-
whole
we
pilot
needed
needed
it
an
all.
alt for that.
I would say a made it moment though, and that's why we've had to persevere at certain point. Like I remember 2015, in order to, hey guys, we want to give you this show, but we need to make sure you guys can bring out a crowd and tickets. And we were like, okay,
They
cool.
kept doing everything.
They was doing everything.
we
So
had
we
to do the college show.
so yeah, so they said, yeah, we did a college show first.
We
killed
want to
that.
see what you guys do on tour. It was
So
always
we-
asking us to do stuff.
Yeah,
Like,
we did a show in UNC Charlotte. Shout out UNC
Sell out.
Charlotte. Sellout show, stand ovation.
They were
fire,
there in
and they
the
were
crowd.
there. Then they
Standing
said, well,
ovation.
we want to know if you can go to other markets like New York City.
and sell tickets now.
Yeah, we'll book you for the Gramercy.
this is all we want to show.
We
and
just
they
want-
telling us to do all these other things.
What does that have to do with your show?
That's what I'm saying. It's like they were, putting
Yeah,
us through the
you-
ringer a
you
little
know how
bit.
the
Maybe
game
they trying
go.
to test us
Yeah.
as
You
comics.
know how the
and
game
stuff.
Now
go.
dance, man.
Man,
Yeah,
Let me see if you can dance, too.
exactly. So we said, all right, you want to test the boys? They didn't know that New York was one of our biggest markets at the time. So Gramercy, we sold out the tickets in maybe
It
a
was
month.
it was
Really?
it was the comedy.
It was a comedy tour. It was a
Comedy festival?
It was
Yeah,
the comedy,
it was one,
New York
yeah.
Comedy Festival.
And so we sold out the tickets, and I remember that was one of my made it moments, because when we got to New York and seeing our name in the marquee, I was like, yeah, we did that.
Because
We
y'all
did
did
that.
that with
we
nobody
did,
else.
Yeah, we
Nobody
did that.
else.
They
Yeah.
didn't help us market. We did that. We did
Yeah.
everything.
And then
Sold
they
it out,
went
got
with
a standing
the
ovation.
Sitter, that show that was
Yeah,
on
then they went with
Comedy-
The Sitter
I think
instead
it
of
was
our
called
show.
The Sitter. And I think that got on air because her manager was Dave Becky.
Yep.
God dog a day, Becky.
He's
But
everywhere.
here's
If
the-
he
but here's
managing you,
here's the
you
funny.
But here's the funny
Here's the
thing
funny
now.
thing. Listen
to the moon.
to this funny part.
He's our manager now.
Hey, Becky, y'all manager.
Hey, Becky is our manager.
Yeah,
Shout
3
out
arts.
to Issa.
Yeah,
Issa,
shout- yeah.
Issa put us on.
Yeah.
Man,
But-
well, y'all on your way.
Hey, we
That
trying.
man, Dave Becky.
Yeah, he be everywhere.
But if he was our manager then,
Oh, yeah,
we would
if
have
he
got,
was-
because that's what got our show canceled. And
Yeah.
they picked that show up. And
And
then
then that
they
show didn't
stopped
like
the
that
whole
man.
digital thing after that.
Yeah.
God,
Yeah,
you done
shut
messed
it
up the
down.
whole digital.
Yeah, man.
Like we did we crushed
we-
records
yeah, we
on there.
crushed
We sold out.
everything.
We did
Oh, there's
killed
nothing
2
worse.
shows.
They did go
That's
with
the-
somebody else though. They went
Yeah.
with James Davis.
That's the thing.
I think that was at the-
Hood
No,
Central?
It was the white
it
girl
was-
show.
no,
the
James
Sitter.
came afterward.
Yeah,
James
that
came
was,
after.
that was
He
after.
Yeah, that was
Oh,
after.
I thought that
It was
it.
the girl.
Shout out James too.
I forget her.
That's
She's
the
a big
thing that
actor.
sucks in this industry. You have to do X, Y, Z.
Yeah.
You do X, Y, Z and blow it out the water, and then be like, man.
It's
Like,
like,
but I did
what
all
you
this-
mean? I did everything.
I did everything.
That's why I feel you when you be having them tweets. Sometimes you be like, listen, man, I'm just out here. I don't have no backing, no show. I'm doing what I need to do because we feel it. We understand like
Well,
that.
when we first came out here, like especially me, I had a very militant mindset, especially about Hollywood. Even though we had like these dreams of like
Yeah.
Entourage and all this, I was like, I'm not trying to fall for any of the bull.
Yeah.
Like I'm not trying to. I don't want our team to be messed up. I don't want us to get lost in this. So I was kind of just like, I had that mentality of like, they're trying to mess with us.
Man, I wish I would have had that.
But it ain't always,
Because they are.
They are. They are.
So,
So-
yeah, which reminds us, we on our podcast we had Jerry Ferrara come on.
Yeah, Turtle.
Yeah.
He came on.
He's done other stuff, but
Yeah, and he
people
came
probably-
on, and the one thing that he told us, he said, Hollywood is meant to break you.
Yes.
Don't love
That's
it.
we remember that to this day. He
Yes.
said, it is meant to break you, and we remember that to this day. Shout out to Jerry. He's a good,
Shout out
good guy.
Jerry, man.
Cool
Y'all got a lot of
dude.
people to shout out that y'all
Yeah.
know.